Hello student, welcome to Anu's classes. Let's start today's video with one of the another year question paper, that is question paper of 2018 or biology question paper. And today in this video, I'm going to discuss about the first part of the paper, that is the botany section. So come to the first question. The first question is what is inflorescence, and mention the special types of inflorescence with example. And this question is carrying 1 plus 2 is equal to 3 marks. So first come to the definition of inflorescence. The arrangement of flower on the floral axis is called inflorescence. This is the definition. Then in the next part, that is mentioned a special type of inflorescence. Special type of inflorescence means except the normal types of inflorescence, sometimes in some plant, some special types of inflorescence means arrangement of flowers are seen. And these 4 types of inflorescences comes under special types of inflorescence. So these are the 4 types. So some inflorescence undergo modification. It results in a peculiar arrangement of flowers and opening of flowers, so called special type of inflorescence. And these are 4 types. First one is, look, this one, this is the diagram, hypanthoddium. It has a flask-shaped structure. So the structure is this first one is the flask-shaped structure, flashy receptacle, a pore or a ostile. The receptacle bears the male flower ostiles and a female flower towards the base, and sterile flower between the two. Sterile means the flower which don't have the reproductive property. So example is ficus, pipal, banyan. You just write one example, and if possible you draw the diagram, but if you find hard to draw the diagram, then write the definition and write the example. But remember that you have to write the example also. So this is a diagram. These are the male flower in between, and these are the female flower, and these are hair, and this pores, this is the pore, and this is the flashy receptacle. Next type is this one. This inflorescence is flat receptacle with slightly uncurved margin, an example, and this is the diagram. Now come to the third type of inflorescence, that is this one, verticilluster. So this is the characteristic inflorescence of the family Lamiaceae or Labiatae. So this is one of the important, sometimes single question come from this inflorescence, and flowers are arranged into 2 opposite cymose group on each mode. Just a minute. Yeah. An example is Tulsi. Look, this is the diagram. Then 4th type of special type of inflorescence is Cytium. So this is the characteristic inflorescence of Euphorbiaceae, in which a single female flower is present in the center and a number of male flowers around it inside a cup shape involucre. So single female flower is situated in the center. Look, this is a female flower and it is surrounded by these are the male flowers. Now come to the second question, that is define transpiration and write its type. So first come for a definition. Definition is carrying 1 marks and types carrying 2 marks. Transpiration is the process in which plants release the water inside it in the form of moisture or water vapor. And parts of plants such as stems, small pores on leaves, means stomata, and the flowers evaporate the water in the form of the atmosphere. Means this is the process through which the water from the plant evaporate into the atmosphere is called transpiration. And depending upon the organ that perform the transpiration, it is of 3 types. First one is stomatal. It means when the transpiration takes place with the help of the pore present on the leaf, means stomata, through the stomata, then it is called stomatal. And maximum 80 to 90% our total transpiration takes place by this process. Second one is cuticular. Cuticle is an impermeable covering present over the leaf stem, and it causes around 20% of the transpiration. And last one is the lenticular transpiration. It is the evaporation of water through a lenticle. So when transpiration takes place through a lenticle, it is lenticular. When cuticle, it is cuticular. And when through a stomatal, it is called stomatal transpiration. Next question, explain the graphic representatives of glycolytic process in the plant respiration. This means the glycolysis process. And for this process, you have to go through my video. Already I have uploaded. So next question, who discovered the plant cell? Discovered by Robert Hooke in 1665. Next, what is stomata? It is the pore found on the epidermis of leaves, stems, and other organs that control the rate of the gas exchange or takes part in the transpiration process. The pore is covered or bordered by a pair of specialized parenchyma cells known as guard cells that are responsible for regulating the size of the stomata. Next question, why potato is called underground stem? Potato is called underground stems because on the surface of the potato, many axillary buds or eyes are formed which are capable of growing into new plant. And you know that the presence of bud is a characteristic of stem because from bud new plant can grow. And since on the surface of the potato, axillary buds are present, that's why it is counted as stem, not as root. Name 4 whole of a complete flower: calyx, corolla, androecium, and gynoecium. Next, write the harmful role of fungi. So these are the harmful role of fungi: spoilage of foodstuff, decay of timber, destruction of textile, damage of paper, then human disease, harmful is, etc. Next, come to the differentiate between simple and complex tissue, carrying 2 marks. So for 2 marks, if you write 2 points, then also it will be sufficient. But sometimes this question is carrying 3 marks. That's why I am showing you here 3 difference. Simple tissue consists of only 1 type of cell, whereas complex tissue made up of more than 1 type of cell. Cells are simple tissue perform the similar function, whereas in complex tissue, cells may perform different functions. Example is collenchyma, parenchyma, etc. Here examples are xylem and phloem. Next, question number 8. Draw and label and diagram of each cell. So this is the diagram of each cell. Here nucleus is showing shell wall, then reserve food material, nucleovacuoles, and chromosome thread. So this is the structure of each cell. Next, distinguish between prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells. For 2 marks, if you write 2 points, then also sufficient, but I am showing you more than 2 points so that if question carrying 2 marks, then also you can write. So this is the distinguish between prokaryote cell and eukaryote cell. Sorry, just a minute. Yeah. First one is no well-defined nucleus. Here well-defined nucleus, single length of only nucleic acid present. Here several length of genetic material is present. Small ribosome, larger ribosome, no other cell organelles. Several organelles are present, suppose mitochondria, chloroplast, etc. Because in prokaryotic cell, no other cell organs are present. Example is bacteria, blue-green algae, etc. Here example are examples are saying in prokaryote example should be amoeba, and here example should be all plant cell and animal cell. Just a minute, this should not be here, it is just typing mistake. So amoeba should not be here, it should be all plant and animal cell. Next go for the next one. That is, what is hormone? Mention to various growth hormones found in plants. So what are hormones? Here hormone question is coming plant botany section. That's why here you have to write about the plant hormone. And in previous year question paper, I have already discussed their hormone come in the zoology section. Then you have to describe about the animal hormone. So hormone, these are the organic substance that regulates the plant growth and development. This is spelling mistake. This should be growth, G-R-O-W-T-H. This should be growth. So this spelling mistake, this should be growth, G-R-O-W-T-H. Next, different types of growth hormones are auxin, gibberellin, cytokinins, ethylene, and abscisic acid. And here one function also given. Next question, sorry, just a minute. Next question, describe the various types of vascular bundles found in plants. So what are the vascular bundles? The 4 vascular bundles means what? Vascular bundles means when xylem and phloem, these are the vascular tissue. When they combine, they together known as vascular bundle. So what are the vascular bundles? The 4 main types of vascular bundles are collateral bundle, bicollateral bundle, concentric bundle, and radial bundle. So collateral bundle means it is a type of vascular bundle in which phloem stand are present externally to the xylem strand on the same radius side by side is called collateral bundle, and it is of two types. One is closed, one is open. When cambium is absent between the xylem and phloem, it is called closed. When cambium is present between xylem and phloem, then it is called open. Now go for the diagram. Sorry. So this is the diagram. This is closed. This is xylem, and no cambium is present. This is phloem. So no cambium is present. That's why it is called closed. But this is, look in here. This is xylem and this is phloem. In between, this cambium ring is present. That's why this is the cambium ring is present. That's why it is called open. Then next one is bicollateral. Bicollateral means this is the outer phloem. This is the inner phloem, and in between xylem is present, and here is one cambium layer, here is one cambium layer. So it is called bicollateral, means two cambium layer is present. That's why it is called bicollateral bundle. Next one is on amphivessel bundle. The xylem encircle the central strand of phloem is known as amphivessel bundle, and when phloem encircle the central strand of the xylem, then it is called amphicribial bundle. So look, go for the diagram. Look here, concentric type. Under concentric type, one is called amphivessel. When phloem is present in the center and it is covered by xylem, then it is called amphivessel. But when it is opposite, means in the center xylem is present and it is covered by phloem, then it is called amphicribial. Now last one is called, this is radial, where xylem and phloem stand are arranged in separate direction, and it is called radial. So total vascular bundles are mainly three types. First one is conjoined, and it is conjoined. One is collateral and bicollateral, and second one is concentric. Under concentric there is two types, and last one is radial. So these are the main three types of vascular bundle. So just these are the description of the vascular bundle. You take the screenshot, then you read. So these are the vascular bundles. First one is closed collateral bundle. Second one is open collateral bundle. Then bicollateral bundle. Then concentric type, and concentric type is two type, amphivessel and amphicribial, and fourth type is radial vascular bundle. Next, go for a define the mitochondria, describe its structure, function with diagram. So what is mitochondria? A mitochondria is a round to oval shaped organelles found in the cells of almost all eukaryotic organisms. It produces energy and known as ATP for cell through a series of chemical reaction, and so it is known as powerhouse of cell. So question may come, who is organ is known as powerhouse of cell? Then also you have to write this answer. Then come for the structure of mitochondria. So this is the structure of mitochondria. The mitochondria is a double membrane rod-shaped structure found in both plant and animal cell. Second point, its size ranges from 0.5 to 1 micrometer in diameter. The structure comprises an outer membrane, an inner membrane, and a gel-like material called the gel-like material called the matrix. The outer membrane and the inner membrane are made up of protein and phospholipid layers separated by the intermembrane space. The outer membrane covers the surface of the mitochondria and has a large number of spherical protein, special protein known as porins. So remember this term. This term is important. Sometimes single definition also come. What do you mean by porins? Then you have to write this one. It is freely permeable to ions, nutrient molecules, energy molecules like ADP and ATP molecules. Next, come for the function of mitochondria, and these are the function of mitochondria. Regulates the main function is the formation of ATP. That's why it is known as powerhouse of cell. Then regulate the metabolic activity of cell, promotes the growth and of new cells and cell multiplication, help in detoxifying ammonia in the liver cells, plays an important role in apoptosis and programs cell death, and responsible for building certain parts of the blood and various hormones like testosterone and estrogen. So for if function come, you first point you have to write, it is compulsory point, this first point is, then you can write 2 or 3 points. Then this is the diagram of the mitochondria. Then what are the 5 kingdom of classification? Write the major characteristic of 5 kingdom. 5 kingdom of classification means mainly all kingdoms are differentiated into 5 main parts. These are Monera, Protista, Fungi, Plantae, and Animalia. And if so, since it is divided into 5 parts, that's why it is known as 5 kingdom classification. The organisms which are placed under the kingdom Animalia are heterotrophic, means they cannot produce their food by own and depend on other organisms for food. And these are eukaryote organisms with well-developed organelles. Now, this is the flowchart of the 5 kingdom classification. Next, these are the characteristics. First, these are the characteristics of kingdom Monera. Cell wall, they possess a cell wall and are prokaryotic. Prokaryotic means unicellular. Cell wall is formed by amino acid and polysaccharides. Bacteria can be heterotrophic or autotrophic. Next, kingdom Protista. For Protista, these are the characteristics. They are unicellular or eukaryotic organism. Some of them are ciliar, flagella, and mobility. Sexual reproduction by process of cell fusion and zygote formation. Next, kingdom Fungi. So these are 3 are the characteristics of fungi. Next, kingdom Plantae. For Plantae, these are the characteristics. Kingdom Plantae, these are the characteristics, and kingdom Animalia, and these are the characteristics of Animalia. And in Plantae, this point is very important. This type of plant has 2 distinct phase of life phases. These phases alternate with each other. One phase is called sporophytic and other phase is called haploid gametophytic. And sporophytic phase is haploid, means here haploid means twice a number of chromosome is present, and diploid, and haploid means singular. In gametophytic phases means singular number of chromosome is present. Then kingdom Animalia, these are the characteristics of kingdom Animalia. The next question describes major difference characteristics between the C3 cycle and C4 cycle of photosynthesis. What is C3 cycle and C4 cycle? Already I have explained in my previous videos. So if you need the explanation again, you go through that videos. Here I am showing you only the difference. So these are the differences. So this is the botany section of question paper of 2018. In my next video, I am going to discuss about the zoology section of this question paper. Thank you.